Isn't this a great place?
It is beautiful. But there's something I don't understand. You've been alive all this time. Why didn't you come back to Pride Rock?
Nala, you're not going to like what I'm about to tell you, but you'll understand better that way.
Not like it.
It has to do with the death of my father. Do you remember the elephant graveyard? And when we were attacked by the hyenas?
Yes, I remember it like it was yesterday, as scary as it was.
Well, apparently Scar knew about it and noticed how I had such a weak roar and told me that I had to work on it. So I tried when he told me to wait in the middle of the gorge.
He did what?
Next thing I know, I actually succeeded in roaring, and then the wildebeest stampede was headed right in my direction. My father tried to rescue me, and all I remember next was that he died, and that it was all my fault.
Your fault. Surely you would remember how it happened if it was your fault.
If I didn't start the stampede, he still would have lived. Scar told me himself.
Simba, I don't think what Scar said holds up.
What do you mean?
You were a cub at the time. I don't think a single lion cub's roar would set off a stampede. It's more likely that some predators of theirs attacked them. Adult predators, no doubt. Think about it. A cub is no threat to any full-grown wildebeest, let alone an entire herd of them. And I imagine that Mufasa did his best to put you in a safe place.
I think he did. Yes. It's all coming back to me now. He did put me out of harm's way.
Now, I understand that Mufasa's death was a huge tragedy, especially on your end. But if you've had time to heal from it, do you remember how he died?
I think he fell off a cliff. From a great distance.
Wow. I'm so sorry, Simba.
Thank you.
So you left home because you felt responsible for Mufasa's death, when in reality it was more of a horrific accident.
I remember that Scar told me to run away and never return.
Considering that Scar left you in the gorge, and all he's done to the Pride Lands during his reign, that sounds awfully suspicious.
Suspicious?
Yes. When he succeeded Mufasa as king, he allowed the hyenas to roam freely around the Pride Lands and greedily take all the food and water they wanted. And now we're all struggling to survive at this point. We need you back, Simba. You're the rightful king, and you're our only hope to make a difference. Besides, if Scar actually cared about the well-being of the kingdom, he would have kept you in mind and helped you to become king, and kept the hyenas away from us as well. And you know what else? Scar told us that you were dead, but now you told me that he took you to the gorge and made you go away instead? I'm starting to think that Scar is responsible for much more than just the state of the Pride Lands.
You have a fair point, Nala. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Thank you, Simba. I'm glad you realize what's right for all of us.
But are you sure that we can take on Scar alone? It sounds like the hyenas outnumbered the entire Pride.
I'm sure we'll think of something.